I graduated from Harvard Law School about a year ago, and since then I've been battling this sense of feeling like a failure. So I was recently journaling and I asked myself, am I a failure or have I just forgotten? I think you could say I'm used to achievement. I got all A stars at A levels, I went to LSE for my undergrad law degree, I got a first class and graduated with a Dean's List award. I went straight from doing that to an LLM at Harvard Law School. These were things that 16-year-old me probably couldn't even have conceptualized for myself. And looking from the outside in, you might think I had it all figured out. I think at some point I convinced myself I had it all figured out. So where does the failure come in, you might ask? Whilst I was at Harvard, I set myself the goal of getting my first big girl job. I wanted to come back to London, work for a year or two, save money, get experience, secure pupillage, do the bar course. And things didn't quite work out in that order. I applied for jobs, and I was rejected. And I came back to London feeling like I'd failed in some ways, that I hadn't maximized this amazing opportunity that I'd been given to go study abroad. But that feeling of being a secret failure lingered. And I don't know if it was because it was a goal that I'd set for myself and was looking forward to so intensely, or if it was because I felt that it was an expectation that after a certain level of education, after undergrad or postgrad, you go straight to a job. And am I a failure, or have I just forgotten? I think it's the latter. I don't think I'm a failure. I think I've just forgotten, because the achievements role that I started with at the start has a lot of context behind it. Before I got 4 A stars at A levels, there was feeling behind and getting a lot of support from very kind teachers who helped me improve my study technique. Before going to LSE, there was a gap year where I really questioned and wondered and panicked as to whether I'd ever be able to take up my university place. Before graduating with the first class, there was getting 2 2s and 2 1s in first year and going to every single LSE live session to learn how to take good notes. Shout out to LSE Live, would recommend to a friend. Before going to Harvard, there were 2 other LLM rejections, and once again, I cried over these because I wasn't sure if I'd ever get into an LLM program. In more ways than I can share now, my education and my career story has always been full of things to overcome before the victory. So yes, I've been rejected from a lot of jobs and I am still applying for jobs, and I have paused updating my Excel spreadsheet because it has gotten to a sad point. But as I prepare to write more letters, starting with Dear Recruitment Team, I'll remind myself that this is just a step before the next. It's part of the story. Anyone else has graduated recently or is graduating soon and is feeling a little lost or overwhelmed, I have 3 things to say to you. Firstly, you're way more than your accomplishments and your failures. I love the quote that says, don't let success get to your head and don't let failure get to your heart. Write it down. Secondly, look back on where you started and where you are now and give yourself some credit for the growth and appreciate it and celebrate that. Again, thirdly, enjoy your free time, because I'm told by all my friends who do have jobs that once adulting starts, it doesn't stop.